Hi, thank you so much for choosing to review the Benny gel. This is the Benny right here, and this is the whip tip. And what you'll notice is it's got the nylon cracker. I added a little length to it, and then it's got a leather fall, and then it's got 3 pieces up here. This is a little rubber tube, and what's nice is if you want to change the length of the cracker, you can roll. See how I rolled that down? And look what I can do. I can just pull a little bit of the leather through the loop and then put this down and then roll this rubber back down again, and I have just lengthened it by like, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch or something, nothing big, but it is doable. And then this is how it's gonna come, right? There's a little swivel, fishing swivel right there. You won't have to do any of this part because it will already be on there, but it stays quite nicely. And then this is the tip to the Benny, and I just put it on, and you'll notice it's got like a long piece of rubber, and that's because when I'm throwing, sometimes these little skinny ones come out really easily. So what I do is I gather all the skinny ones together, and I roll this rubber over all 3 skinny ones, and now nothing comes out when I'm moving it. Now I've got this length, like a bullwhip, but you don't have a lot of control like that. So you can decide what you want to do. I like to have it just about to there. And then I can, well, probably actually a little bit less, more like this. And then I can do my figure 8s. It's got a little bit of a snap. I can actually crack it. Oops. The whole thing fell off. Hang on. See, sometimes I use spit when I put those balls on just for a little ease, but it made it a little slippery, so hopefully that won't happen again. Okay, so I wanted to show you the techniques. I call this technique Blade Runner, and it's just that whole idea of using just the cracker to swivel. And since, we do that with our floggers, but I don't think it's usually done with a bullwhip. And then the other technique that I like is that if I've got somebody in front of me, Jasmine, can you stand up for a second? And just stand like perfectly right there, perfect, and then just to your back like this. I call this the full metal paintbrush, and I'll go up and down the whole body, just going back and forth like that, really lightly. There you go. Thank you, sweetness. And then, let's see. Oh, and then the flipping nun. That's my most important one because it is a light bullwhip. It's hard to get a good throw, right? Because we're not using the whole arm and sending all of that power down a long piece of leather. We've just got a small piece. It's very light. So to get a good connection, I call it the flipping nun, because you know how nuns, when they have their pointers, they're like da 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 da. Well, it's kind of like that. I slam the handle into the ball of my hand when I'm working on somebody, and I can get some pretty good accuracy on that one. What else? Thinner pole, sliding out right. Yeah, I think that's it. The only one I haven't had a lot of luck with is that over-the-shoulder one, because it's really hard to get accuracy. So I don't think Benny gel is really good for that. But I use the figure 8 and that flipping nun one, and I can get some pretty good accuracy from that. Then when I'm done, just take that off. Comes off really easily. Push this back in, and it's ready to go. But if you want to play with it, just like I was saying in my video, always protect the joints because that's your weakest link. And now if I want, I've got the light stingy up here, and then I can collapse it down a little to the heavier, thuddier. I can collapse it down a lot and get, oh, it's hurting. And then you can do this, of course. So I'm going to send this in the mail, and I would love any feedback, and I would love, love, love a written review that I can post on my website when it's done. So that's the Beni Jiao, and I think that's it. I'm done. 6 minutes.